Some businesses in financially strapped states are fed up and packing it in, moving to more business-friendly places. Carl's Jr., a California institution, may be headed to the Lone Star State. Is this the beginning of an exodus to greener pastures? Let's bring in from California Fox News contributor Leslie Marshall and former mayor of San Diego and current talk show host Roger Hedgecock. Mr. Hedgecock, let me ask you, sir, Carl's Jr. staple out there on the West Coast, moving to Texas. What do you think of that?
Started in 1941 with a hot dog stand down in Long Beach, California, and now they're moving to Austin, Texas. It's thousands of restaurants through that chain. It's the continuation of an exodus from California. All of our aerospace is gone. All the auto manufacturing is gone. Most of the furniture making is gone. Most of the basic industries here are gone because of a combination of regulation, high taxes, anti-business fervor, and the crazy kind of California thing that's arisen over the last 30 years here.
And Leslie, you're there in the left coast. 10% sales tax. We had Aaron McClear on this week who said, you know what, it's probably going to stay. He was a spokesman for Schwarzenegger. It's probably going to stay. You guys are taxed to death already. Businesses are leaving. We have people emailing saying, I live in California. I'm sick of it. I'm headed to Florida, Texas, and some of the other no or low-income state tax states.
We've talked about this before, Eric. Whether it's a good or a bad economy, people always are going to move if they find a better deal. It's called the BBD out here in L.A., but it usually means the second or third wife. But I have to tell you, in the state of California, you know, we have a choice as consumers. And I've got to say, bye-bye Carl's Jr., hello In-N-Out Burger. Because we have a choice as consumers to hurt somebody who takes 500 jobs from our state.
You think so, Leslie? You think people are going to be moving into the state with the highest tax rates in the country and some of the toughest unfriendly business regulation?
Yes, because, hey, this is where Hollywood is, Eric, and every single day, hundreds of young hotties want to be discovered.
Are these businesses so starstruck they're going to come to L.A. just to see a star walking down the street?
Look, even Hollywood, Eric, is leaving Hollywood. These people are making movies everywhere else they can in order to keep away from the taxes.
All right, hang in there, you two. Let's bring it out to the panel. Go ahead, Dave. You want to jump in?
You know, Leslie, you missed and I love you to death, but you missed the first part of Capitalism 101. Competition brings down prices. Carl's moves out, In-N-Out says, well, you know what? I don't need to compete anymore. I'll just keep my prices or maybe bring them up to pay for the taxes. And as far as the movie industry, they've moved more to other states.
Ellen, forget the business exodus out of California. You're actually having people leave the high tax states for the areas of low. We have the census showed us that California lost congressional seats. Illinois lost congressional seats.
Well, I understand
New Jersey
that, and I understand that. And high prices.
Florida and Texas
but Leslie's right. There are some other wonderful things that will bring people to California. And I think you cannot have a state's policy based on the fact that a few businesses may leave. There are a lot of businesses that want to be. Google.
A couple businesses and millions of people.
Eric, is 600,000 manufacturing jobs.
Hold on, sir.
This is the kind of wishful thinking that reminds me of the people who come to me, sadly, with psychosis. Of course you have to base your policies on keeping businesses around. That's what generates revenue.
But I said a few businesses.
That's what people
and
rely
you have places
upon.
like Google.
No, and here's the bottom line. In this country, not because of your president, but our president, but in this country, you can still move your business. But you have to buy health care insurance no matter what. So someday you may not be able to move your business.
In fact, Leslie, people are voting with their feet. They're moving out of your state and moving to Texas, Florida, and some of the other low-tax states.
Well, they sure, and Eric, they sure are. 600,000 manufacturing jobs are gone here.
All right, go ahead, Leslie.
Oh, Roger, come on. Manufacturing jobs are gone because people are greedy and they're sending jobs to China and to India, et cetera. My brother lives in Massachusetts.
They're gone to Texas. They're gone to Texas. They're gone to Nevada.
They're not just out of California. We have a new governor. There's a new governor in town, and I say give Jerry Brown the time to try and turn. A guy who knows how to do it. He's done it before. He can do it again. Arnold Schwarzenegger had no business being governor.
Mayor, the same old, the governor who came back a second time, who had high taxes, had high. Things aren't any better in California now, or did they look like they're going to be?
New boss is the same as the old boss, Eric. And the fact of the matter is, this State of the State address the other day, he said the answer to our overspending problem in California by the legislature is, guess what? Higher taxes.
Of course. In fact, he even, Dr. Keith, he even used the uprising in Egypt to say, you know what, the people must vote on taxes because look what happens when things get tough.
Yeah, but I mean, and how can you have a rational conversation? Leslie seems like a nice person, but Leslie implies that because Hollywood, the movie industry, is out there, that should be the reason that people pay exorbitant prices and huge. It is.
And
I didn't hear that.
I think it is.
How can we take you seriously now in a discussion?
Men only
You
hear
did say
pieces
that.
of what we women say. Yeah,
No,
men
you
only
said
hear
it, it's
pieces
on
of what
tape.
women say. I'm married. That's one example of an
And
industry in California.
Why all this sexist stuff? Why are you comparing the economy in California to a man who takes 2 wives? Maybe he found true love the second time. I don't know. You have a head of steam about my gender. Work it out with a therapist.
Oh,
You are
please.
the
What I
therapist.
used as an example and was also a
All the
joke
examples
because
are of
we
the same
liberals have a
kind.
sense of humor. The BBD in L.A. it's always the bigger and better deal. And Roger knows, even though he's south of me in San Diego, that is a big deal out here in L.A.
And the
It's always moving
governor's
from the
going to fix
McMansion
it.
to
I'm
the
sorry,
big
guys.
mansion.
It's a silly discussion.
We're going to have to leave it there. Thanks to Leslie Marshall and Roger Hedgecock.